Back in action. Let's talk about your tour. I mean, what in the world was it like for somebody who I imagine loves the human contact of give and take and being in front of a live audience? What in the world was it like the last year and a half for you? What was that like?
We all kind of got it this last year.
Right.
I called it a comedy tailgate tour around October. You know, just wanted to do a show, wanted to perform. So people came out and they tailgated and they watched the show. You know, we set them up in a field.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool, a little dystopian, a little weird, but it was still better than nothing. And then, you know, it was one of those things where we'd gone so long without it. Even having outdoor shows, it's still like I was like, I'll take it. And it just became normal. And so now to get back out there and be invited back indoors and I don't feel like a barn animal is really nice.
That is good. Not being a barn animal, I think I would agree, is something that that is what I guess that's the goal every day when you wake up.
That's the goal, to not feel like a barn animal.
I agree. So how did you get into stand-up? Walk me through how you realized, you know what, I like making people laugh and I want to give this a whirl.
Oh, man, I had that realization about a year ago. And I was just like, I think this is, I'm going to make a job out of this. Nobody wants to hear the story. It's so boring.
That's not true. You wound up on TV and you won a contest, and now look at you.
Even
you gotta
less
be kidding
interesting.
me.
No, but, you know, these last couple of years have really, you know, getting the stand-up is, everybody wants to be a stand-up or a rapper or an athlete.
Okay.
And to actually create a career at this, you know, takes a billion hours and going out and doing these tiny shows and alt places. And it really, you know, you cobble together an experience. And I'm fortunate to get to do shows for the USO. I love entertaining our troops. I love doing comedy in weird places. I think it makes you a better comic. And the Netflix specials have been a great tool for, you know, traveling all over the world. But at the end of the day, I just love the craft of it. And I love unearthing all the weird things that make our society go round. So that's my real passion.
All right, Iliza Shlesinger, what do you want to talk about? I'll give you the floor. What do you want me to ask you? How does that sound?
All right, look.
Yeah.
It's not about the straws. It's about the emissions, and it's about our consumption of meat. No, we can talk about the movie. We can talk about anything that's on the talking points, Rich.
Okay, talking points. Let me see about these talking points right here, other than the movie. Okay, so
planes with people.
Planes, yes, planes. What's your take on the armrest? If you're sitting there in the middle of in the middle seat, do you get both armrests, Iliza Shlesinger?
Tell you what, don't be caught in the middle. That's rule number one.
Okay.
Rule number two: if you're in the middle, you get the armrest because you don't have the aisle. Not that it's that much more footroom, but you don't have the solace of the window. My biggest pet peeve is when I get on a plane and I say good morning to the flight attendant and they don't say it back because I know they've already like gone to Nashville and back 3 times that morning and they hate everyone, but it makes me feel really bad about myself.
Well, so it's not about you. Realize it's not about you. It's about their day, right? And but I think that's nice. You're trying to brighten their day, Iliza.
I'm trying. It's just, if you want to know what our society will be like in a post-apocalyptic situation,
yes,
go to an airport. It's almost like a comedy club. Like people lose all sense of decorum. It was like everybody was raised by a wolf, and I've seen people actually eat other people to get onto a plane first.
No, that was just a Sbarro, I think. I think you're just mistaking it, you know, for the old, I don't know, and one of the pretzel places that normally are. I think people have just forgotten. Yes, exactly. One of those. But people have just forgotten how to behave. I mean, we're seeing it in sporting events right now, where people have forgotten how to actually be around other people. It's we have forgotten.
Did they ever know? Did they? If you're the kind of person who would knock out like a pregnant woman to catch a foul ball, were you ever like a leader of manners? Were you ever doing the right thing?
No, that's true. You're right. That stuff did happen pre-pandemic, where like just ripping the ball out of a kid's hand just so they could celebrate it. I know. I've seen that too.
Oh yeah, I think people are very excited to get back to. Although it depends on where you go. You know, I just did a string of shows in Orange County, and I was like, I live in Hollywood. It's so great to be able to go out, and they're all thinking like, we've been out. We've been part of the problem. So whatever.
Like, where are you from? Yeah, just literally 40 minutes up the road, you know, with no traffic.
Literally 40 minutes. The road gets very blue, and that's where I live, right up there.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.